Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel again, General Technology Knowledge. Today I would like to show and share about PLC GE and GE software, Proficy Machine Edition and Proficy Cimplicity Workbench about how to create alarm sound. Okay. In this section, I will use the GE controller, CPU IC 695, CPU 310, and here is the Ethernet module, and here is the power supply. Okay. I will connect from Ethernet module to my computer via LAN cable, and I will use the software Proficy Machine Edition version 9.5 to create a new program for a sound system, and I will use one more software for create the sound alarm, Proficy Cimplicity Workbench. Okay. So the concept is when I turn on M1, the Q1 is turned on, and then it will sound Q1 is turned on, or percent Q1 is turned on. Okay. So let's go to our software to configure the alarm class and the project of PLC to test. Okay, so let's go. So before we create the sound system, please remember we need to have the sound before we create the project. And right now I already prepare the sound, yeah, for example. Okay, I will open the speaker. Okay, let me test sound. Yeah, this is a sound that we will convert if we have MP3 or MP4, so we can convert to dot wave. Okay, dot WAV. It support only this format. Okay, so make sure we have the sound that convert to wave sound or dot WAV. Okay, and here is the sound that I already convert. Yeah, and let's test. Example, input percent I1 is turned on. This one.
Input percent I1 is turned on.
This one, input percent I2 is turned on.
Input percent I2 is turned on.
Input 1.
Input I1 is turned on.
Output.
Output percent Q1 is turned on. Output percent Q2 is turned on.
Okay, so this is a sound, for example, that I will show to everyone after we create the project. Okay, so the first time we need to have the prepare the sound that already convert to dot WAV. Okay, so let's go to Proficy Machine Edition to create the new project of PLC. So double click and then continue. Yes. Okay, so let's right click on my computer and create the new project. Yes, and then example sound. Yes, sound system, and create the empty project. Yes, and I will use the GE Intelligent Platform Controller Air 3i, yes. So click it. Okay, it is the target name. Example sound system, yes. And we need to create the hardware configuration, right? Okay. So to create the hardware configuration, let's see here. The first one is power supply PSD 040. The second one is the CPU 310, and the third one is the ETM. Sorry, it is ETM 001. Yes, and here is the MAC address that we will use this one for create the temporary IP. Yes, so please remember. Okay, the first one is power supply, so this one is AC, so I need to replace to DC, right? So replace the module, and this is a nameplate, yes, the serial number, so IC 695 PSD 040. Okay, and for slot number 1 is the CPU, right? So I need to replace the module, so we use CPU 310. Yes, so click on it, and then yes, and we need to setting the CPU parameter, right? So let's go to tab setting, and then I will change this one to always plus. Yes, for power mode I will run the CPU. Yes, and let's go to memory. Yeah, for memory we can set analog input, analog output, %R, %W, and IO discrete. Yeah, example like this. Yes, so that's all, and then we go to slot number 3, right? So slot number 3 is the ETM, yeah, Ethernet module. Yes, so we need to create the Ethernet module for slot number 3. Yeah, here right click and then add the module, and let's go to communication tab, and then go to IC 695 ETM 001. Okay, Internet interface module, and then we need to set the IP address, right? So example 192.168.0.2000, sorry 200, subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Okay, and for variable mode we need to set true, because we no need to use the reference, any reference address. So click true. Yes, and then we can type example node 01 slot 03 ETM, and we need 80 bits, right, for this module. Yes, from I1 to I80, right? Okay, if we put like this, let's see here, the reference address is not used, another %I, example %I1, %I2 is not used. Okay, So that's all, and then go to set temporary IP, right? Because right now we cannot ping, yes, 192.168.0.200. Okay, we cannot ping from our computer to the PLC via Ethernet module slot number 3, right? So we need to set the temporary IP, but before set the temporary IP, make sure that we run as administrator for the software. The second, we turn off any firewall, example Windows firewall. Yes, we need to turn off here. So we need to turn off the Windows firewall. Yes, otherwise we cannot set the temporary IP, and we cannot connect to the PLC via Ethernet module. Okay. So the third one should be checked. Make sure that we manual the IP4. Yeah. Right now for my computer is manual mode 192.168.0.55. Yes. Okay. And then we go to target. Yeah. Click and then property. And then scroll to find the physical port and then select the Ethernet module. Yes, Ethernet, and then type the IP address that we want. So 192.168.0.200, right? Okay. Okay, and then let's remember the MAC address that stick on the ETM. So 00099 E137. Okay, so we need to remember this one. So right click and then go to the set offline command and then go to set temporary IP address. Okay, again right click and then go to offline command and then set temporary IP address. Okay, and this is the MAC address that stick on the Ethernet module. So 00099 100 E1. Yes, E1, and then which number? E1 and 37, right? So 37. 37, yeah. And here is the IP address that we will put here. So 192.168.0.200, right? To match with the IP address that we already set on ETM. Yes. After that, please click set IP. Yes. And make sure we already connected the LAN cable to the PLC from our PC. Okay. And then click OK. Yes, and wait a moment for processing of setting the IP address. Yes. So wait a moment. Reply like this, it means that we cannot set the temporary IP. So let's try again. Okay, it's so like this, it means that we can set the IP address successfully. Yes, and then we can exit and then we can ping again. Yes, So 192.168.0.200. Okay. Okay, right now it reply. We can set the temporary IP. Okay, so we can link and then we can go online. Yes, yes. Okay, go online and then we can download. Yes, and download hardware. Yes, and then we can start. To start the CPU, we have two options. The first one we can start from here, and the second one we can start from the switch on CPU hardware. So right now I will turn on from the switch of CPU hardware first. Okay, let me show. So we can open the cover. Right now the CPU is stopped, right? The run LED is not shown. So we can open the cover and then select to run mode. Yes. So right now the CPU is running. Yes. And then we can check here. The CPU is run also, right? Let's see here. Run enable, config equal, logic equal. Okay. So we can switch run and stop from the CPU hardware. And the second one we can stop and start from here also by press this button and then we can stop and freeze the start and we can start. Yes. Okay. So right now we already successfully configured the hardware configuration for this system, and we will continue to create the alarm sound, right? Okay, so the first one I need to sound the output percent Q1 is turned on, this one.
Output percent Q1 is turned on.
Okay, and the second one I need to show the percent
Output
Q2
percent
is turned
Q2
on.
is turned on.
Okay, so let's go to our program. Yes, and then I will outline first and then go to main program. Yes, so we can comment output percent Q1 is turned on. Okay, turn on, then sound to Cimplicity HMI Workbench. Okay, like this, and we can create example. I use NO. Yes. Example, I use percent %1. Yes. And then I will use coil. Okay, I will adjust a little bit. Yes. Okay. So input percent M1 and then start percent Q1, right? Okay. And this one we can select and then copy paste. This one for Q2, right? Okay. So example, percent M2 turn on percent Q2, right? Sorry. Percent Q2, right? Okay. So when I push percent M1, it will turn on percent Q1 and then have sound in the Cimplicity HMI, right? The percent M2 and percent Q2 is the same. So let's download the logic to the PLC, yes. Okay, so that's all. So we need to create the project of Proficy Cimplicity HMI, right? For a link from this one to the sound, okay? So let's go to Workbench, yes. And then we need to create the new project, right? Okay, I will create a new project. Example, go to file and then go to new and then project, yes. And we need to put the username and password of this project also, right? So example, I will use administrator and then the password, example, yes, we can put another password that we want. Yes, and then click next. And let's go to project name, yeah. Example, I will put sound, yes. Project name is sound. And then I will browse to dry C, yes. Go to dry C, and then I will choose the part there, the part that I will use. So I will use Simplex, yes. This one, Triplex, yes. And then create. So this is a project property, project description, so we can mention any command. Example, create the sound system, yes. And then let's click OK first, yes. And we need to add the alarm, right? Configure the alarm to sound the signal from the Proficy Machine Edition, right? It means that if I turn on this one, it will turn on this one and then have sound in this software, right? So the first one, let's go to alarm, yes, and then go to alarm class and right click and then create the new alarm, yes. Example, alarm name or class ID, example, the class ID, yes. So example, Q1, yeah, like this. We can put another class ID that we want, but not so long, yes. And let's go to audio, yes, audio that we want to sound, yeah. So click the audio tab and then go to the WAV file, yeah, that I already present. It support only diff file and WAV file, yes. So the file name, we can browse to find the file that I already put in the desktop, yes. So let's go to browse and then go to desktop and go to the sound folder, and then we can use this sound, right? So double click, yeah. So the file will link to the desktop, yes. And then click OK. and we need to create the point. Yes, it means that create the tag that link from the Proficy Machine Edition, right? So I will create the point, the new point. So to create the new point, right click on point tab and then right click and then create new. Yes, example sound 1. Yes, sound Q1, and I will use the device, right? So before create the device, we need to create the part first, right? So let me create the part. Go to part tab and then right click and new part. So we will use the S90. Yes, triplet, and start from part 0, and here we can use 1 second. Yes, and then go to device and then right click and new device, example PLC 1, and use the master part 0 that we already created from here, and click OK, and then go to the IP address. Yeah, 192.168.0.200, right? Link to the Ethernet module, and then click OK, and then go to the points again, right click new point, and then this is the point ID, example sound Q1, and this is the device name PLC1 that we already created from here, and I will use the boolean true, false, on, off, right? And this is the description, example sound system of output Q1, and we will use the person Q1, right, from here. Yes, link from here. So click OK, and then we can duplicate. Yes, for Q2, and change this one to person Q2, and general we can change to Q2 also. Okay, and we can update the project and then start the project. Yes, so wait a moment for starting the project. It takes time around 1.5 minutes. Yeah, for starting the project. So wait a moment. Okay, right now we already started the project. Yes, so in the next step we need to configure the sound system, right? So let's go to start, and then go to all program, and then go to Proficy HMI SCADA. Yes, and then go to alarm sound manager. Okay, so this one, click, and then go to here. Yes, click one more time, and this is a existing, I will delete. Yeah, and for the first we go to the project tab and then add the project. Yes, click add the project, and then click this tab, and then choose the sound, because project that we already created is named sound, right? So we need to use it, and then go to setup. Yeah, setup here, and then we can use this one. Example, we can put the name that we want. Example sound. Yeah, or we can put like this, sound. yeah, and then choose this one and this sound again. Yeah. Just example, we can put another name that we want. Yes, and then go to the modify current. Yes, so let's see here we got the alarm class from the alarm here that we already created for Q1. Yes, and then we can uncheck the another alarm that we not use, and then click OK and OK again and OK again. Okay, and then we can go to sound, yes, to option and choose the alarm class, because we use the alarm class to sound the system that we link from Proficy Machine Edition to here. Yes, and then go to stand up. For stand up, we need to create the INI file first, and then we can choose later. Okay, so we can save our profile, yeah, by click here and then go to our project that name sound, and then we can create the name for sound, example sound, yes, system, yeah, and we can click save. And for startup option, we can browse to find the sound system that we already created. Yes, go to drive C and then go to sound, and then this one. Okay, so that's all. So when start up the project, it will run this one, this file. Yes, okay, so we can minimize, and then let's check our device is up or not. Make sure the device is up. It means that we can connect from our PC to the PLC. Yes, so it up like this, it means that it okay. So let's go to the test only one first. Yeah, so let's go to Proficy Machine Edition, and then let press F12 to turn on. Yes, let's check. Okay, no sound, right? So we will check again for this one, or we can stop and start the project again. Yes, so let me stop the project and start again. Yeah, it will stop also. And then I will go to point again, and then go to the Q1 and choose the alarm. Yes, here we can use alarm state. Yes, and then for this one we can choose the alarm class that we already generate. Yes, from here alarm class. So the name of alarm class that we already created is Q1, so we can choose Q1, and then alarm on state value 0. Yes, so the Q2 is also, but we not yet create, right? So we need to test the Q1 first. So I will update the project and then start the project again. Yes, so wait a moment for starting the project. Yes, okay, so right now we already started the project, so let's check here. Right now it's 0, right? Okay, 0, sorry, Q1, this one 0, right? So I will turn on. Yes, and then let's check sound again, and then make sure our sound system is turned on. Yes, Yes, turn on. And then we can turn on again for check.
Output %Q1 is turned on.
Yes, let's see. Right now we can sound. Yeah, when the output Q1 is turned on. Let me test again.
Output %Q1 is turned on.
Yes, good. Off and turn on again.
Output %Q1 is turned on.
Okay, I will press F12 and then press F12 again to turn on.
Output %Q1 is turned on.
Okay, so right now we need to create one more for Q2, right? So let's go to Workbench again. And we just press dynamic, yes, to create the Q2. And then go to alarm class and right click and create a new for Q2. Yes. And then I will choose audio. Yes. Go to web file and then choose again to the sound. Yes. And then choose the output Q2, right? Click open and then OK. And we can go to the points. Yeah. Go to Q2 and then go to alarm tab. Yes. And we can use alarm state. Yes. And this one I will use Q2. Yes, this one. And tick this one. And then click OK again. Okay. So right now let's check here. The Q2 is also turned off, right? Okay, 0 is turned off. So I will turn on it to test. So I will press F12.
Output %Q2 is turned on.
Yes, this one.
Output %Q1 is turned on.
Okay, turn off again. And I will sound the %Q1 first. The F12.
Output %Q1 is turned on. Output %Q2 is turned on.
Good. So right now the alarm sound is working as well. Yes. So this is just example and instruction about how to create the alarm sound for the system that link from Proficy Machine Edition and create the alarm system on Workbench. Yes, Proficy HMI Workbench. And if everyone have any question, please kindly drop comment under my video. I will reply soon. And I would like to say sorry for I have a mistake on this video. And I would like to request all of you to like, share, and subscribe my channel also to get more notification and more new videos that I will create step by step.
Output %Q2 is turned on.
In this time, I would like to say thank you very much again and see you in the videos. Bye bye.